What's up, guys? We're back.
Get your feet off of the headset.
All right. We're out here. Am I unplugged?
No, you unplugged me.
Okay, good. Fuck, doesn't matter. So we're out here. It's Cinco de Mayo. But what the fuck does that actually mean? Everyone always, it's Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Drinko, but no one actually knows what Cinco de Mayo is about. It's Mexican Independence Day. No, it's not. It's none of those things. Okay? It's none of them. Do I know what it is? No. But I know it's not Mexican Independence Day. Okay? So, we can figure out what it is together. I'm pretty sure it's about Mexico winning some major naval battle against the Spanish Armada. So, I'm pretty sure. That's my educated guess. But the infamous Mexican holiday is Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May. And no one even knows why the fuck they're drinking. So, let's right this wrong and let's figure this out. Let's go.
Every May 5th, Americans across the U.S. take the opportunity to celebrate Cinco de Mayo with parades, parties,
And have no idea why.
mariachi music, folk dancing, Mexican food, and of course, margaritas.
And don't know why.
But what really happened on the 5th of May?
There's a big question, people. What really happened on the 5th of May? We're about to find out.
And what are we really celebrating? For starters, it's not Mexican Independence Day, as
Boom! Told you, chat. Told you it wasn't
Chat,
Mexican
he's on it.
Independence
He's
Day.
on it.
I told you.
Wakebo, thank you for the resub. You're
What's
a
up,
real
Wakebo?
one.
Love you, buddy.
Wakebo, we love you, brother. 7 months total.
Sram is in the... Give me a translate on that.
Give me your phone.
Just chat GPT, take a picture. All right, but what is Mexican Independence Day? Shit, see, they almost brainwashed me. What is Cinco de Mayo?
many people mistakenly believe. Mexico actually celebrates its independence on September 16th.
September 16th, chat. It has nothing to do with May 5th. Okay? It's Cinco de Drinko.
Instead, Cinco de Mayo commemorates an event that happened some 50 years after Mexico won its independence.
50 years after Mexico won its independence.
In 1861, Mexican President Benito Juarez declared that his country was too poor to pay its debts to foreign nations, prompting France to invade Mexico and make it a French territory.
Okay, so it wasn't Spain, it was France, I'm guessing. So Mexico owed debt to foreign nations, and they declared international bankruptcy, so to speak, said they were too poor to pay the debts. And France said, oh yeah, then we're going to come in and take you over.
But when French troops approached the town of Puebla on May 5, 1862, a ragtag band of Mexican troops
Ragtag.
managed to defeat them, despite being outnumbered 2-1.
It might have been
Okay, so they
outnumbered 2 to
cooked.
1.
They had some real
They
people
cooked.
on the stakes.
Yeah, they cooked. They teed up, they went in there,
Good comms.
and they're French.
Right.
They've never defended their capital, let alone taken someone else's.
Though it ultimately failed to halt the French advance on Mexico City, the victory became a symbol of Mexican resistance against French imperialism. With U.S. support, the Mexicans were eventually able to push out the French for good and restore Juarez to power. By that time, the Cinco de Mayo spirit had spread to the United States. Soon after the victory in Puebla, Americans of Mexican heritage used the
All right. So what happened was this guy won a battle against the French army for Mexico. These guys did, this ragtag group, outnumbered 2 to 1. So it's like the Spartans in the 300, but it's in Mexico against the French instead of the Persians, okay? But no one even knows that. That's the most obscure historical fact now. So the only thing that I've heard is the celebration of Cinco de Mayo is really just another excuse for people in the United States to get drunk as fuck. There it is. I said it. Because no one knows. I bet nobody knows the name of that president, which was fucking whatever his name was.
Wakeboat
Day
said
as
Mexico
inspiration
won
for the Union struggle in the Civil
slug
War.
Eaters 0.
American heritage spread to the United restore Juarez to power.
Juarez.
By that, they were eventually able to push out the French imperialism, Mexico City being outnumbered 62. But when French troops approached the town of Puebla on May 5th, 1862,
May 5th, 1862. President Juarez's ragtag band of troops defeated a French army outnumbered 2-1. That's what Cinco de Mayo is about. You ever heard anyone say that? The word Juarez, French troops? No. They just say, pour me another shot of tequila.
the Mexicans were eventually able to push out
What?
the French for
Maybe a
good
Corona,
and
a
restore
Maybe a
Juarez to
Corona,
power.
yeah.
By that time, the Cinco de Mayo spirit had spread to the United States. Soon after the victory in Puebla, Americans of Mexican heritage used the day as inspiration for the Union struggle in the Civil War. Americans in the midst of Civil War were inspired by the Mexican victory and
So during the midst of Civil War, they also needed an excuse to drink. Cinco de Mayo seemed like a good reason.
began celebrating the 5th of May with parades, dances, speeches, banquets, and bullfights.
Drinking.
Today, Cinco de Mayo is actually a bigger holiday in the U.S. than in Mexico.
It's actually a bigger holiday in the U.S. than it is in Mexico. The irony in that kills me. I am finished. So, the Mexican people don't even care. But in the U.S., we're like, yeah, we're getting drunk tonight for Mexico. Nobody in Mexico is even getting drunk. That's amazing. It just furthers my theory.
Where it's mostly celebrated in the state of Puebla. So when you raise your glass on Cinco de Mayo, take an
Now you
extra
know why.
moment to honor the surprisingly American history behind this Mexican holiday.
It's crazy. President Juarez against the French troops in Puebla. There you go. Now you know something nobody else knows. Nobody else knows that.
Chat, we're up 1 now.
One what?
We know one thing that they don't.
We do. We got one on them. Mexico won. Slug eaters nothing. All right. What are we doing now, chat?
You decide.
You decide. Better change the title if I'm gonna start doing something else. What do we react to? Can we react to Instagram shorts that Ross been putting out lately?
I would have to log into an Instagram, but I think we might. He posts all the same ones on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because he has to have exclusive deals with them right now. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying. Let me change the title.
Cinco de Drinko. What's this one?
Ah, yes, bowing for a gracious king. I am royal. You are but nothing.
That's Jared. Change the title. So that is us carrying Jared through an outside yoga class with hundreds of people there, obviously. And him just acting incredibly snobby and entitled and royal. Amazingly enough, instead of hating him or booing him or getting mad that we're disrupting their yoga class, they loved him, clapped for him, kissed his rings. You know, I really think Jared is the only one that could have pulled this off. I feel like if any of us would have done that except for Jared, all these people would have been mad at us. Do it.
All right, and before you take over,
Do it. Bebop's probably gonna drag me out tonight, guys, for Cinco de Mayo.
Thing to me. Set me down, peasants.
Check me down, peasants.
How good it is.
We carried him in on a litter. Literally one of those chairs with the sticks on it.
Is to be in a kingdom full of such
Mercury
great
Malone said confidence is key.
Confidence is key.
battles. Ah, yes. No, down, my peasant, down, please.
Look at him. Down, my peasant.
Maybe some would want to lick my royal toes.
Toes? Did you get a little nervous there? Toes.
Perhaps maybe I'd leave if someone wished to kiss one of my many royal rings. Madam, may I interest you? Ah, yes. Thank you. I do not wish to get my feet down. Get down. Who are you?
Who are you?
Down. Who are you?
Amethyst said, "Hi,
What's up,
Daddy."
Amethyst?
Oh my
Well-
lord, I am blushing.
Blushing.
Take me away.
Jared.
Carry on, my peasants. Enjoy this beautiful day I have granted you.
We're all struggling because Jared weighs 1,000,000 pounds.
Ah, you are too kind. Thank you. I deserve.
They clapped. We totally interrupted their yoga class. Jared is literally acting like a king, asking them if they want to kiss his toes and his rings. And they clap.
And they clapped.
I feel like people have gotten pissed off at me doing jokes that were like nice. It doesn't matter, Jared. They're just happy.
Deserve it all. No, don't stop. Keep going. There it is. Clap for your king. Execute. Ah,
Execute.
Execute. He pointed. Execute.
Can I help you?
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm just checking out.
Yeah, but
I wasn't there for that, so it doesn't matter. No, either. I was there for this. This is Chris from Pisanity inside this night suit on the side of the road. And these night suits are extremely heavy, by the way. Castleless.
Anything else?
Anything else? Oh my gosh.
The squeaking.
Time out. Was she into it? I think she was into it.
Chat. Mercury said, "Alright, I'm gonna go lift.
Go lift.
Take it sleazily, boy."
Take it sleazy, boys. You're not going out to drink, Mercury? What are you doing? No, go out,
Uncle's-
drink beer.
Uncle's Locum.
Uncle Slocum, what's going
No,
on?
go out to drink beer. It's time to cut loose.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah, but do you know why, Uncle?
Cause
do you
Cinco
know
de Mayo. Cinco de Drinko.
What are you celebrating? Huh?
Yeah, Uncle B, let's hear it. You're celebrating the battle that the Spanish Armada won in Pueblo against the French army under the command of President Juarez.
Nice. You remembered it. You remembered the name.
Let's go, chat.
What's up with it? What's up with it?
Go out and drink beer. Uncle B.
Is that?
Have we gotten any response back from D-Bob? What's going on with
Yeah,
him?
he said send Daddy. He's on his. He'll be on his way.
All right. Fuck, I gotta get a pump.
I'm coming to get you.
All right.
See you when you get here.
See you when you get here. God dang it. I gotta get ready to go.
Chat, you want to see Rob dressed as a granny?
Do it. How did we get there?
Lots beer. Wow. He's.
That's
Careful.
amazing.
Sounds like he's already drunk.
Perfect. Where's me as a granny? Is that on the website?
I think so.
It's on the website.
It might be. You getting the golf balls launched at you was hilarious, though. Right there.
Oh! I want him to writhe in pain to see.
That's me in a suit of armor at the driving range with people launching golf balls at me.
I fully expected to be stopped by workers by now.
The workers didn't stop us. They just let us go. We did anything we wanted. They loved it.
Everybody, do your
It's because people were buying buckets of balls to try and hit me. So their sales were just going up.
Your best to hit the man in the armor. Oh! Oh! Yes! Why is this driver so pathetic? Let me acquire one of my peasants' clubs. This one I shall take. Whose is this? Yours? You may kiss my hand. What is your name? Come with me, Greg. For now I have Sir Greg's club. And I have my golden ball. Oh! First shot! So Gregory, you come. Hit it through the tiny crack
I was
in
busting
his
a move
armor.
in that thing.
I want him to writhe in pain this evening.
Everybody sucked.
They did.
They couldn't touch me.
Amethyst said tacos and tequila.
Tacos and
tonight.
tequila tonight. That doesn't sound bad,
We'll see you out
honestly.
there.
Man.
Aha! Another! Aha!
Did you get hit in the head by it?
Oh, he's checking the time. He's bored.
Totally missed.
Oh! Oh! What is that?
Oh, this is
This
good.
thing
Double
is
tip
gonna
it. Double
This
tip.
was super
Give it some
entertaining for
gas.
some
Oh,
reason.
it's
I don't know
going,
why I love
alright.
this.
You know what kind it is? Old and crappy.
God dang it. I'm gonna have to go get ready.
You heard him, chat.
It's already on their way. Kevin's gonna keep streaming. I
Going
think
up,
he
chat.
said he was gonna beat it standing on chat overhand.
Nah, I beat you to it.
Black and blue balls. That's crazy.
Damn.
That's nuts. Like, I don't know if that's a night prediction. I hope not.
Oh.
I love you guys. I'll be back. I got it. You gotta fucking stream, dude.
They should all be in outfits. Alrighty, chat.
We look over, we hear.
Excuse me, sir. You dropped this.
How you guys doing? Good.
Oh yeah, chat. This is another one with Rob.
That was a workout.
He is a knight in the museum.
I will. Considering it's got somebody in it. You know this has a body in it, right? Oh no, it's confirmed. He's breathing and shaking. Don't let that UPS guy go anywhere, please.
He's sprinting after you.
People were starting to look at him, but the security guard wouldn't leave.
It came in via UPS. Is he supposed to be here? He's not. I did not think so. Did they pay admissions? He did not pay admissions.
There's no thing in the security handbook kind of handles it. Listen, we don't want to kick you out because we don't want to stifle anything you're doing. However, we don't know what your intentions are. We work in a museum, like we appreciate things like this.
They let him stay?
Yep.
This brings your king much joy.
Armor in that painting. You don't look threatening at all, fortunately.
Yeah!
Chat. No, he stood there for like 5 to 6 hours that day, just not moving.
That was a workout.
Yeah, hang out here for a second with it? Yeah, I will.
But
Considering
there's
it's
a
got
boy.
somebody in it. You know this has a body in it, right? Oh no, it's confirmed. He's breathing and shaking. Don't let that UPS guy go anywhere, please.
What?
Chat, what do you guys want to watch? Talk to me, chat. I know what I want to watch.
No one knew we needed. You
that no one knew we needed. You might have seen the simulations, the memes by now. One gorilla, 100 men. Who would win in a fight? The internet has a lot to say.
Gorillas aren't built for long fights. They're like sprinters. They explode for about a minute and then they gas out hard.
Man, I'm taking that gorilla. Man, do people know how big them silverback gorillas are?
Surround it, distract it, get on it, you know what I mean?
How are you going to kill it? I haven't heard one logical response or explanation because obviously no tools are allowed.
If we have 100 men out there who are willing to die, give me the men.
100 men versus a silverback gorilla. I want to see 100 men versus a critical thought.
Okay, here's what's not a critical thought. Let's visualize this for a little bit. We're talking about a 400-pound animal that can grow up to 6 feet tall. According to the experts, the average silverback gorilla weighs somewhere between 5 to 10 times, or is actually 5 to 10 times stronger than us humans. And just like a lot of you are guilty of out there, mostly guys, we have spent way too much time today thinking about all of this, to the point that we actually created a very unofficial Stay Tuned Now poll at work with like 63 to 38% split amongst our team. 63%
bullshit.
going to the gorilla. But what do the experts say? Our next guest has over 2 decades of experience studying and researching gorillas. Thank you so much for indulging with us here, Dr. Tara Stoinski. I know this is a weird conversation, and I want to say that this is a dumb conversation, and I'm hoping we can talk about way more pressing matters in a second. But can you just settle this for us real quick? Like, if 100 normal, unarmed guys got into a fight with one gorilla, how would it go?
Oh, 100 normal unarmed guys?
It's a very interesting question, and it's been super fun to see how much it has.
Okay, if they're not hand-picked, do you think they're winning?
No.
Fuck. Okay, chat. I agree. If they're not hand-picked men, they're done. They're done. But if I can pick the 100 men, we're winning.
Has engaged people on the internet. I talk about gorillas all day long, so I love that other people are talking about them as well. I don't think there's a definitive answer, but I have to say that I would be on the side of the humans in this case. Gorillas come to this with, a ton of power, all that upper body strength. You can see them here kind of just smashing people right and left. They've got incredible jaw strength. But I think the sheer number of humans that they would be up against, and the fact that humans could hopefully coordinate their behavior, tag team, take a little bit of a rest while the gorilla would just be going full steam the whole time, would really put the advantage in for the humans.
Yeah, I mean, like the fact that we can all communicate and I guess kind of critically think would give the advantage to the humans. And also, like, if I was in that fight and I was one of those guys and I saw somebody get mauled, I would probably run the other way, which would give the advantage to the gorilla there. But jokes aside, like, I don't know. We have fun thinking about this, or guys do for some reason. And yet the saddest part of all this is when you think about man versus gorilla and like what's already gone wrong with gorillas being so endangered and how that's happened historically. Like, if these hypothetical men decided to go to therapy instead of fighting gorillas, what kind of world do you think we might share now with gorillas?
Yeah, that's a really great point. I think the fight that we're talking about here is a little bit misguided because really gorillas are in a fight, and they're in a fight for their...
Okay, now we're starting to feel bad for a gorilla. Stop it. Alright, chat, we're switching off. Stay hydrated, boys. Amethyst, love you. Stay safe yourself. Alright, chat, we're switching off to 3 True Alone at Night horror stories by MJV Animations.
This was last year in the middle.
Maybe not. We're gonna pick a different one.
I was staying at my friend's place for the weekend.
I don't work nights anymore, but for years I worked the night shift in a residential care facility.
I'm a 24-year-old male, and this happened to me a few years ago when I was around 21. I remember because it was shortly after my birthday in December.
I don't work nights anymore,
I lied. We're
but for
doing the
years
Mort
I worked the night shift in a
night shift
residential
horror
care
story.
facility. I don't work nights anymore, but for years I worked the night shift in a residential care facility. On weekends, I was the only person in charge of a dementia facility. It was sometimes spooky, consisting of 15 residents and only me to keep an eye on them all throughout the night. Around 3 a.m. in the morning, after doing an intentional
she liked to do was cuddle and play with the newborn piglets, of which we had none at the time. My dad was in the empty stable, number 3, working on a broken gate to one of the pens, which had been damaged when the slaughter pigs that were housed there earlier were moved. I had just fed the pigs in stable 2 when my dad told me that he had found one of the slaughter pigs injured. Now, it was quite common for them to get injured when they're in the teenage stage of life, trying to establish dominance and being very eager and playful. But it was unusual for them to get any serious injuries. Usually it was just smaller scratches and bite marks. When he told me that this pig probably had a broken front leg, my heart dropped, because I knew that there was nothing we could do, and the pig would have to be put down to end its misery.
Jelly Jam said, "What up, Kev? No Rob
It was
tonight?
not often
You
it
just
happened,
missed him. He's
but
going
when
out
it
to
did,
celebrate
I
with
always
D-Bob
teared up.
for Cinco de
I
Mayo.
helped my dad to find the injured pig, and we carried it out through the door to the backside of the building. Out on the backside, there was a big round manure tank, approximately 15 meters in diameter and several meters deep, partly buried in the ground with just about a meter of the top above ground level. We carried the pig to the other side of the tank, and my dad brought a butchery bolt gun, but I refused to stay out there while my dad did what he had to do. I went back inside, and I continued to feed the pigs, listening to music, trying to get my mind off of what happened to that poor pig. After a while, my dad came in to tell me he needed to go to his workshop to get some tools to fix the gate, and he asked if I wanted to stay here or come with him.
Mom's boobs.
I want jelly. I'm not allowed to tell you, so you just have to look at the chat. Because then I won't break the rules. He said, "Oh, hey, Rob."
Uh-oh, I can tell by that tone right now. What are you fucking saying, Rob? Huh? Wow. Wow. Alright. Alright, Jelly Jam. Looking to see what's up.
He said, "You get the tequila?" Question mark.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Bob will be arriving shortly. Guy guns it, chat. Don't make me call you.
Who is it?
Jelly Jam.
Oh.
Chad, I might set us up for some Warzone later. In fact, chat.
Might do it right now.
Alright, do it right now. Nah,
You
not yet.
forgot all the rules of streaming right now, and you're just killing average viewership. Might as well stop streaming. These are close with you and
I will. Okay, you got a bunch of
the
fucking...
Superman one.
That one or me as Jack Sparrow.
Whatever you use it.
Or the Girl Scout. Yeah, see, it's fake though. See, this is why this. What's this? I see werewolves. Welcome in, zombie. Oh shit! And thank you for the resub, zombie. You're a real one.
Appreciate you, zombie.
Zombie, we love you. Hold on, chat. I'm setting up the distress beacon.
Distress signal.
Hell yeah. Zombie, are you actually super interested in werewolves?
Well, I mean, her name is Zombie.
I know, but sometimes they just put up some shit, you know? Almost done, chat. Then we can switch over to some Warzone. I believe. Somehow. I fucking love werewolves, dudes. My all-time favorite for sure. Really? What made you like them? And give me 1 second, chat, while I set myself up here. Honestly, I don't remember where my obsession with werewolves started. Damn, chat, what's going on right now? Oh. Anyways, honestly, I feel like I don't remember where it started. I mean, that's a dangerous thing to start enjoying, werewolf. I'm gonna leave this playing for you guys.
His workshop was where he stored and maintained his agricultural
Give me a
machines
second
and
while I
equipment.
complete setting
It
up.
was a 10-minute drive from the farm, and he said he would be back in half an hour. So I told him I would stay. I helped him carry some tools to his car, then watched him and my sister drive away. It was mid-afternoon by then, but it was already dark outside. Now I was alone on the farm, but I didn't mind that. We lived just south of the Arctic Circle, and in the winter we only have a few hours of sunlight from the late morning to early afternoon, so I was used to the short winter days and the darkness. At the moment the sky was still clear, but it was now covered with bright stars and the moon, which looked big and bright and more beautiful than usual. I went back inside to the staff room to eat one of the sandwiches my dad had brought for us. After that, I went back to start cleaning out the pens in Stable 1 and 2. These stables had slatted floors that could be opened to scrape down any dung and straw, which was then automatically transported out to the open manure tank on the backside. Because of the freezing temperature, I first had to go out on the back to start a circulation pump to keep the liquid manure from freezing in the pipes. I went out the back, opened the hatch to the control panel, and started the pump.
Chat, can you hear me now? All right.
My second sandwich, I remembered I left the circulation pump to
All
the
right,
manure
chat.
tank on out back. I put down my sandwich and went out to the corridor
Chat.
towards the back door to
Chat,
turn it
chat,
off.
chat.
I opened the back door, stepping out, and I was just about to open the hatch to the control panel when I saw something moving in the corner of my right eye, just across the manure tank. I looked over towards it, and immediately my heart felt as if it stopped. My entire body froze from fear. What I saw was something I had never seen before, something I hope against hope that I'll never have to see again. Over on the other side of the
It was his
manure
naked
tank,
grandma, chat.
there was a huge animal leaning over the carcass of the pig we'd left out there earlier in the day. The animal faced away from me, so I could only see its back. At first, I thought it was a brown bear, but it was way bigger, and it had a tail with long hair on it, like the tail of a golden retriever. This animal was covered in dark gray and black fur, with a wide, muscular
So he
upper
said,
body.
yes, sir.
And I could see the steam from its breath rising in the cold air. Suddenly, the animal stood up on its hind legs. It really was huge. I would guess maybe 220 to 240 centimeters tall. It turned its head slightly to the right, nose towards the sky, and it opened its mouth to toss a piece of meat down its throat.
Yes.
The head was definitely the head of a wolf, but much bigger and darker. It had long, furry ears pointing upwards and a long snout with big canine teeth. We have both wild wolves and bears living in this area, but this was something else, something bigger, stronger, something that gave off an evil vibe.
Chat, 1
The
second.
animal leaned down over the pig carcass again, continuing to feast on its meal. I realized it hadn't yet noticed me standing there outside the door behind it. I was so scared. I didn't know if I should scream, cry, or faint. My body was still frozen and just wouldn't move. Finally, I found the strength to silently walk backwards inside and softly close and lock the door. Even when I was inside, I tried to run through the corridor as quietly as possible to lock the front door as well. I did not want to give that monster any chance to get inside. I walked over to the door to stable number 2 that had windows facing the back side, where the creature had been. I looked into the stable through the window in the door. The windows in the wall were about 2 meters up from the floor. From there, I could only see the steam from its breath rising in the air outside. Suddenly, some of the pigs saw me through the door window and started to grunt loudly. Soon, all of them were grunting very loud, as they always do when they see a person at the door. They were excited, hoping I was bringing them more food. I looked back to the windows, just in time to see the creature stand up and turn towards the window, looking in the direction of the sound of the pigs. I could only see the top of its head and the ears when it walked up to the window. I quickly sat down on the floor in front of the door, and now,
Why don't you
silently,
bots playing a
I
game tonight?
cried. I started to crawl on the
It's
floor
because
back
you
to the
weren't here,
staff room
zombie.
to get
No,
to
I'm
the
about to
phone
turn
and
on
call my
Warzone.
dad. Remember, this was around the year 2000, when a 12-year-old wouldn't have a mobile phone. I reached the door and realized that there are 2 big windows in the staff room, windows that didn't have any curtains or blinds. I didn't dare go inside, risking that the creature would turn up on the front side of the building and see me through the window. I sat down in the corner between the doors to the staff room and the front door. At that point, I could not hold it in anymore. I began to cry like never before. I was sure this monster would get inside, and if it did, it would hear me crying, and it would find me. Suddenly, the door handle on the front door violently turned, and something tried to push the door open. I screamed, and the handle turned again, followed by 2 loud thuds and an attempt to break the door open. I was sure then that I was going to die. When the door handle turned once more, I heard hard knocking on the door, followed by my dad's voice calling out for me. I rushed up, unlocking and opening the door, telling my dad and sister to hurry inside and to lock the door after they did. When I turned to my dad, he saw that I'd been crying, and he asked what was wrong. I told him the whole story of what I called the werewolf, and he looked at me, not saying a word, then looked at my sister. He looked back at me and asked if I am done feeding and cleaning the pins. I nodded. He nodded back, thoughtfully looking down at the floor for a few seconds,
All right, chat.
then back at us, telling us that the rest of the work can wait until tomorrow. Then he took us back home. In the evening, he went by himself to give the pigs their evening meal. My sister and I watched him from the upper floor of the house as he walked across the yard, hoping that the creature would not be hiding in the dark, ready to attack my dad. I remember him looking all around him with a flashlight as he walked. When he came back, I asked if he had seen the dead pig on the back side. He said he had. Rather, what was left of it. He said it looked as if some sort of predator had found it and dragged the rest of it into the forest. After that incident, my dad was very clear we were not allowed to go outside after dark. As I got older, I've been thinking a lot about that day and how my dad reacted after I told him what happened, followed by the new strict rules about never going outside after dark. Did he know this creature existed? Did he know that it lurked in the forests surrounding the farm? Had he seen it himself? My dad later passed away from leukemia some years later, before I had a chance to ask him about it. But I'm sure he knew something about the creature I saw that day. A dog man stared me down. From Colorado Rocky 1. This story happened on my grandparents' property, up in the Colorado mountains, a couple of hours outside of Denver. My grandparents lived in a decent-sized cabin in the smack-dab middle of the woods, and they have about 168 acres of forest. I was 19 at the time. I decided to go hunting since deer was in season, and I was honestly really excited to go hunting that year. It was around 9 a.m. After a breakfast of pancakes and eggs, I packed up a small backpack. I told my parents and grandparents I was going out for a while to see if I could bag a deer. They said okay, and I was on my way. Now, I'm 6'4" and about 185. I would definitely not consider myself a small guy. Anyway, it took about 30 minutes for me to get to my tree stand.
All right. So we're switching over to Warzone chat. As long as everything's still working. Maybe not. It might be a different game tonight. What are you guys thinking? I had to update it. So while we wait.
First, we filled my house with
Chat,
grass.
that's me. That's me doing all that
Then
work.
we put Rob and Kevin in bush costumes, so once they cut the grass and start weed eating, we can scare them.
From the angle I'm looking at, so real.
Are you the pool guy? To cut the living room?
What's this for? The backyard?
Nice to meet me.
Nice where you can meet me.
I do it like this.
I do it like this and keep it trim. Keep it on the trim up. Here, let me show you what I need cutted.
I know you from social media.
We did the front yard.
I forgot,
we can already
chat.
mow it.
Everybody
Now
knew
the
who we
inside
were.
yard is, we can still need that done. And I can show you on here.
Kind of like wave them in. Just right through this way.
It's in here, come on. Come on. I can show you. Wait, help me. Please help.
He's running. He's running, dude.
Chat, you can't even
Inside
see
yard, we
it.
have to cut.
Hold on. There you go, chat.
And grass seeded around the plants and trimmed it.
Trimmed it.
And then just the rest of it in here needs to be cutted. This needs to be mowed on the tracker. Just mow in there, and then just if you can take on your mower, take on the mower.
Yeah, you know how long it took us to build the costumes for this?
In here and through here.
It took us. I'll be here. That was that.
And you can trim
It was
around
what,
that,
2.5
around the
days
chairs
straight.
and the bushes, and
We stayed up
you
all
can
night
just-
for like
just
2
go
days,
here,
chat,
you can
straight.
just open for a mower. This is how you can
We had chat. By the way, we started with nothing. Every ounce of shrubbery you see on those bushes were hot glued in ourselves.
And only me and Kevin did it. Just me and Kevin.
Chat, it was unfucking believable. Everybody walked by us, clocked out, and was leaving 2 days in a row watching us work on this.
Just a low cut.
Zombie said, I remember y'all streaming it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Zombie.
It runs inside indoors. I cannot mow indoors. Let me pay you for looking anyway. Here's free, some extras. Bye, thank you.
Wild
I've
chat.
never done this before, but I mean, when do you want it cut?
Right now.
So you here?
Right now.
Nothing outside.
No, just in here.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Let me see what you're talking about.
It's kind of weird. You wanna cut it? I've cut it. And I'll let you get to it then. I'm gonna go take bath.
I'm gonna take a bath if you want to just get to it.
Alright, chat, let's see if it's done downloading. Seems to be. Hold on now. I have to do this. I have to blind you, turn game on, settings. The D himself, chat.
Bro, no way. We live, baby?
Chat, say what's good to D Bob.
What's good, chat?
Chat, say what's good.
Looks so different.
Uncle B, what's good? Oh no, you're bringing him out to Cinco?
He's bringing us out. My
Uncle
car, brother.
B, how's it been, dude?
Good. I told you,
Chat, this is Uncle B. This is Uncle B himself right here, chat.
Look at the setup.
We got it, dude. We got it all set.
It's pretty
Set
fire.
the jab, Gruber.
Look at you. Got it going on.
Yeah, we got it all tailor made.
Where's Princess at? Masturbating with
She's
Dan right
in
now?
the bathroom, I believe.
Hopefully showered. Care for a cerveza?
I would love a cerveza. Chat. D-Bob.
How many you got on there?
Right now I think 3, but this thing's always slow. It's always behind.
Yeah, you were behind like 10 minutes almost sometimes when we were so. But yeah, car, beer, babes.
Babes. Chat, you heard him. Chat, you heard him. He's got the babes. Leave it to you and D-Bob to have the babes, huh?
Oh, there's Betty's out there.
Yeah?
Yeah. They're all going out to get drunk for one reason.
Cinco de Mayo?
No.
Well,
Get
let's
some
be
stiff
very...
white cock up in them.
All right. That was on chat. Let's do
And
it.
don't worry, I got 20 magnums out there. I raided D-Bob's collection. He ain't used them in a while. Condoms are for sailors, baby.
Oh my god. Chat, you hear these guys?
Salud. Feliz Cinco de
Salud.
Mayo.
Chat, this is for you guys. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Shout out to you guys. Zombie in the house. Herbert. Gang, gang.
Oh my lord.
Bro, you guys moving me in or what?
Yeah, the minute? Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm thinking bunk beds.
You thinking what?
I'm thinking bunk beds.
That's what you're thinking? Chat,
I
what are you...
wish I paid attention in Spanish class.
That's a good thing to talk about too.
Dang, Call of Duty.
Yes, sir. Chat, you know Call of Duty's banging.
That's what we gotta learn here. Awesome chat. Episodio 5 de la 11ª temporada es 5 de mayo. Espera. Habla español? A festejar. You like
I
that?
don't even know what that means.
What's up, chat? Episode 5, season 11 is 5 de mayo. Wait, I speak Spanish? Let's party.
Let's oh my god. Wait, isn't that what you sent me to?
Yeah. I was
That's crazy.
tweaking it and getting it going.
Holy. Well, chat, the party has arrived and they're soon to leave. Them and Rob are gonna go out to Main Street.
And you're not coming?
No, I'm a stream with it. I'm gonna stream with chat.
Chat.
I don't have my ID, dog.
Chat.
Chad, don't make him.
Come on.
Don't do this.
I'll share with my son.
Chad, you see what they're trying to do?
No ID still is unacceptable.
I had it, and then 3 days later lost again because I went out with her, Miami.
You had it. You didn't have it in Miami.
I did. Day 1 in Miami, I had it.
Grade 6S.
Grade 6S. You hear these guys chat? They're
Come
trying.
on, man. We all shaved up. Yeah, we all shaved up. Looking young.
D-Bob, you do look hella young. Both of you guys do.
Oh, shit.
There he is himself.
Hola, gringo. My amigo. How you doing? Feliz Cinco de Mayo. Man.
All right, Chad, but why though?
Cerveza en la cara.
Yeah,
What do we
Chad.
celebrate?
If you don't find any chicks, I'll tell you why.
What do we celebrate?
We celebrate
Cinco
in
de
the
Mayo,
fucking
man.
dreams. That's
Means
it.
what?
That's Argentina.
What is Cinco de Mayo?
I was here for this dream. I think
We're
it's
there
actually
not to
tonight.
sing. We're gonna drink as much as we can
Why do we
and
celebrate?
still be buoyant.
Do you guys have housekeepers or something?
What else is
Nobody knows, chat. Nobody knows why. That should be the title of your vlog tonight. Is no one knows what Cinco de Mayo actually is.
That's a good title.
You never
tell me.
It's what I
You
covered.
did tell me earlier.
Yeah.
I did hear it.
Yeah,
But
I know I was driving.
I cannot remember to save my life right now.
1861, Spanish Armada won a battle against the French invading army on a 2-to-1 ratio underneath President Juarez.
Yes, sir.
Juarez.
What?
Dang, Kevin. Sad time.
Is that spelled with 4 R's or 3?
He didn't know I was bringing B. You didn't know.
The B.
Rob probably thought this was a date.
I thought it was a day.
Bitch, man.
Yeah,
Smelled
right.
good and everything. I thought he was my day.
All right.
Drive safe.
Yeah. Peace out.
Chad, say bye to Uncle B.
Not yet.
Deuces.
Stop running, boys.
What?
You said stop running.
You said
Stop somewhere and get grovels.
They sell them on the street.
No, dog. Not
Right by
doing
the
that.
dumpster where I got HIV.
No, we're not doing
Oh
an
my
Easter egg
God.
hunt. Okay? Me, you, and Easter egg hunts end up in gang shooting.
Orgies sometimes too, but gang shooting.
There. It turns into an orgy. There's sort of a minor forms.
I don't know about that. It's a rainbow minor beef. I'm talking about that kind of orgy being shit.
Just found it in my pocket.
Told you. I told you you have one.
All right.
I brought
Back it up, back it up, back it up.
The refill my
Shit.
Chat, it's
Yeah.
no way, dude. Did you make this?
I wish. Look, that one says Cinco.
What?
Bro, you don't have one of these and stay home on Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
Plus, I haven't drank since Miami, so it's about that time. Miami got cut short. I was reviewing the footage. It was getting more and more popping. But to be fair, chat, if you're listening, we had slept maybe a total of 9 hours in 3 days.
Yeah, maybe even less. Let's be real, it was probably even less.
I can't believe how fast I got home.
Yeah. I'm surprised on how fast you got there.
And I was just
Get really good in it.
playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure
There's no
out
one
how
out
to
there.
dump the phone
Yeah,
first
we all,
now.
yeah, it was crazy.
I got home and everyone.
Alright, first thing, let's see, let's see if I can pull down right there.
Yeah, I had to keep it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Let's go.
Dude, you still get phone calls.
We lagging a little, chat. Got my
Why
ass.
are you still out here?
Because you can't do it anymore here. You're gonna put. You're walking on eggshells for hours again.
Did I know them?
I don't know. I mean, you're getting problem. The game hang out here too.
Well, I imagine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a done deal. Who wins anywhere else?
Yeah.
Totally. Homie's out leaving 27, but I'm in. Yeah, that's fine.
Major.
That's not my
Where is it?
Wait, that's what I thought. He's going up and you're
That's crazy. What? It's big Rams. Right where the logo is.
Really? Oh, well, it's probably literally made for it.
Yeah, it's about 12 minutes long.
The game plays that.
Right. pretty close. Wait, they're different. We got Corona Light, Corona Extra, Corona
Flipping
Premier,
around.
and Cinco. Which
You got one for every kind.
that's kind of fun. And then I'm gonna rep for Cinco.
All right. So we want action or do we want satisfaction?
Satisfaction.
Or if we want action, we go golf game.
Oh, we're not going to golf game.
I was gonna say, 'cause I just thought I might go down there. It's action.
Golf game?
No, we're not going
No.
out. We're going to the goddamn Cinco de Mayo block party.
I should just put my knife on you now.
I got mine.
Alright, I got my 9. I got my 9 and I got a sawed-off 20 gauge.
I don't think I'll
I feel like I should have moved that.
That probably would be never mind this.
Dude, it's fun. Sorry, it's my condo stuff.
We get in bar but every night.
That's fun.
Almost all. No,
All right, chat. We're loading back up.
that's nothing.
Those are all for.
You should see how the other.
No. Like that right there just makes things wide open for a nut shot.
That's it.
Yep. You drop down low, kick them down low, kick them in the left leg, kick them in the left hip.
That's easy enough to be at the cover path. None shots were on that lane. What's our motto, team?
Aim low.
Low shot.
Aim well.
Aim low. The best move is to drop down in a motherfucking split and
All right.
Look,
We're the only one here that can do a split. I still like that.
why ain't got it, bro? Dude, that's the third rule.
I beat open the front door of Sheldon and Kemp. I beat it all the monks that fight, and I put that food dog on this shoulder, and I put that food dog on this shoulder, and I walked out, and that's how I got it.
What's this strange device?
Sweet. Again,
I'm so happy you got that one out.
yeah. In years. I usually have to wait for 10-year-olds in the dojo, but I got D-Bob with it right now.
Yeah, D-Bob's stunned right now.
Fucking Sweetie Birds.
Vape is full.
I'm actually shit faced. This is my first beer.
I already eat shit things, that's your first beer. How did that sound?
There's no tolerance over here. Does this go here?
It does if it's finished.
Here, here, hey.
This.
Back of 6.
What is this?
They keep making props with cigarettes.
Not Newports.
And they throw away the cigarettes. So I'm like, hey, you throw them away.
What a guy. Wait, what is making with Newport?
I already did it, and I already recorded the video.
Well, what is
All right, so we're running
So
back.
I had cigarettes that shot bubbles up.
Happy Cinco
So I
de
went
Mayo,
up,
chat. For
I
all
threw
you guys
the
here who aren't
smoker, I
celebrating,
turned
glad you
my
watched me play
fucking shirt
Warzone.
on.
I fucking
Yeah,
love
I'm
it.
like, getting ready to lock them off. And I was like, do bubbles now. Video made with an import. I use Marlboro, a box of imports.
Savage. These are hard to
I'm gonna try to get one
Think
going
that's
for
how you
you.
want it.
It's like brushing your teeth and smoking a cigarette at the same time.
You ready? If you need a ride or anything like that.
Okay, yeah, and you got a tracking device on you.
I do. Yes, I do.
Give me some love, buddy. Chat, I love you.
Love you. You guys stay safe. Chat. Say bye to Bob. Say
Share,
bye to Rob.
share the stream. Right now, hit
Bye,
that
chat.
hit that
Give Kevin
share
some help.
button.
Share the stream.
See
Love
Hit
you
the
guys.
share button. Send it to your grandma right now.
Granny wants some of this.
Tell Granny I don't know underwear back.
Close that. Love you. See ya. Ooh, chat. We already glitching. Damn, chat. We already glitching. I bet you money they kick that shit around. Oh yeah, they definitely did, chat. I'm just trying to get my Warzone in. Do you see this chat? Like the shit I gotta go through. Bye bye love, bye bye happiness. Hello loneliness, feel like I got to cry. Bye bye love, goodbye. Alright, chat. We're gonna give this another go, another go. Doing their own thing. There. It's doing shit it wasn't doing before, chat. Hopefully it actually wants to work. I knew they were stuffing out the cords and shit. Alright, let's get some action in. Wow. That kind of fucked my shit up. And before I fully commit to that, let me go here. Okay. Alright, chat, we're gonna get a little warm up in. See if we can get some game on. Hands in. Happy Cinco de Mayo, chat. Goodbye, my love, goodbye. Cherry, you ready?
Terkait.
No matter. Benar.
Use this time for some target practice. The real thing's coming soon.
A little laggy, huh, chat? It is too. I should have seen this coming.
All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
We're here for it, chat. We're trying.
Battle Royale. Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
Alright, chat. So my face cam might be a little laggy, but I think it's worth it.
Primary objective is to eliminate all targets. Watch your fire!
LDBR awaiting targeting data.
We got a field upgrade active here. Locations are marked on your TAC map. Enemy movement. I'm reloading. One supply box down. 2 remain. Enemy dropping into the AO.
My lord. Ooh, Chad, that's my gun.
2 supply boxes down. 1 to go.
Changing mags!
Contract complete. All supply boxes found.
We got a field upgrade active here.
Need some cash. Need some cash. Need some cash.
Oh, you? Say what?
Need some cash. Visual on buy station.
Changing mags! Watch your fire! Reloading!
Loading new map.
Yeah, we cooking. Although the camera isn't. The camera is not cooking.
Your squad mates in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy. Loadout drop headed your way. Your squad mate won the fight. They're redeploying now. Enemy soldier incoming.
Enemy movement! Moving here!
Roger.
I'm reloading! I'm reloading!
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Reloading!
Reinforcing armor.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
All these are good. It's been a while since I played.
Reinforcing armor.
From where? My lord. Have to hit me with a vehicle to win.
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination. Your squad mates in the gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy. Target down. Stand by for redeployment. You earned it. I'm back on station. Squad mate redeploying to the AR. Hold up, marked.
No way, I just grabbed the wrong one.
Squad made it to the safe zone.
God, I just grabbed the wrong loadout.
Squad mate has been cleared for redeployment.
Can you drop off the roof? Fucking, how do I get up there, dude? Can't hit it again, dog. I'll find a way up there to you. One sec. Not a ladder anyway. Stay alive. I'm on my way up. I think. No, bro. I'm sorry, though.
Someone buy me back in. Effective fire! Someone buy me back in.
I need 12 for the next guy.
Changing mags. Changing mags. Fire! Changing mags.
Need some cash.
Taking them. Dropped him. Check. Reloading.
I had him lost, chat.
Some cash.
Cash here. And cancel that.
Changing
Got
mags.
gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
recon at this time.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exiting the AO.
Yeah, how we feeling?
Setting rally point. Never mind. An enemy. Scratch that.
Heads up. An enemy squad marked you as a bounty target. You're the target of a most wanted contract. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to close it.
Enemy movement. I'm reloading.
Solid work evading the enemy. You're clear for now. Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Someone's sniping at me?
Took a round.
I missed.
Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind. Objective complete.
I'm marking enemy. Someone buy me back in. Enemy movement. Moving here. Took a round.
No. I'm up the ladder. I'm up the ladder. I'm up the ladder.
Moving here.
Lay down the minute you get up here.
No.
Bro killed on one under.
¿Cuál es que nadota que está ahí el rato asqueroso?
Reloading. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Pásame afuera, pásame afuera.
My lord.
Tienen que salir de ahí. Sentado, 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 sentado. Down.
Enemy movement.
There's one down.
Down.
Se tiró.
¿Para dónde?
Para acá, porque le dieron a uno de ellos ahí.
Probably a bad move.
Homosexual, amigo, no lo puedo creer.
Someone buy me back in.
They're gonna try to peek here. I can tell.
Motherfucker.
Head to the safe zone. Gas is moving.
Nosotros les estamos esperando a sus vergas.
Vienen.
It's all down to you now.
I got you guys. I got enough for a buy.
Only 4 remain. Finish the job. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
I got you back. Got a sacrifice player.
They're on me. Craqueo uno aquí.
I tried, yeah.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
Buy me back. I'm ready. Loading new mag.
My lord.
You were 1 of 5 remaining.
That was the best I could do, Chad. Oh, this just wasn't so far on the camera. everything's such a low chat. Maybe that could do it. Maybe, we'll see. I think this should do it, chat. We'll see. Maybe. No.
Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly.
Alright, chat. So my camera broke, but it's whatever.
Watch the skies. All stations, green light. We're deploying to the water.
That's crazy. Well, I hope you guys just enjoy the gameplay.
Battle Royale. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there.
Hey, firm.
Enemy dropping into the AO. You're clear to targets are up. Get after them.
Reloading! Moving here! Throwing grenade! Changing mags!
All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job.
Inserting armor. Changing mags! Changing mags! Changing mags! Eyes on enemy!
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch your skies.
Inserting armor. I'm reloading! Changing mag! Going Simtek! Changing mags!
Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone.
I'm reloading! Enemy movement!
Enemy UAV overhead. Hostile UAV in the area.
Hostile shooter!
What is good, Bubbles?
Changing mags!
Oh, someone's in your building.
Enemy movement. Cancel that.
Green, someone's in the bottom as well. Hang it, hang it.
I'm reloading. Enemy movement.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Changing max. Enemy movement. Changing max. Reloading. I'm reloading. Enemy marking.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Reloading. Enemy movement.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Enemy movement.
Oh, that was a good shot.
Reloading. Changing max. Enemy movement. Reloading. Changing max. Requesting recon above. I'm hit.
Get to the safe zone.
Dropped
Got
him.
gas moving in. The squad mate has entered the gulag. They'll need to survive to
Changing
redeploy.
max. Enemy movement.
One, he's one, he's one, he's one, he's one, he's one. Fuck me, man. I'm trying, chat.
Gulag is your last chance. Fight to earn redeployment.
Damn this shit.
Earn redeployment or die trying.
Chat, as long as the game's square, I don't really mind.
Enemy eliminated. Earn redeployment.
I'm back on station. Hold on, Mark. Watch out, shooter.
Where is it?
Marking enemy. Recon above. I'm reloading. I'm reloading. Change the max. Setting waypoint.
Great.
Reloading.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Enemy UAV is
Watch your
online.
fire.
UAV standing by.
Changing max.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
1-1 requesting recon at this time. Marking enemy. Target down. Changing mags. Enemy movement. Cancel that. Moving here. Cancel that. Enemy movement.
Priority tasking request received. We're done.
Head to the safe zone. Gas is inbound.
Enemy sniper. Moving here. I'm reloading. Enemy movement. Moving here. Target down. I'm reloading. Thanks. Change the mag. Get lit up. Marking buy station. Enemy movement.
अच्छा one kill है.
UAV available for tasking.
1-1 requesting recon at this time. Reloading. movement. Reloading.
UAV is bingo fuel. Returning to base.
Enemy movement. Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Yeah, come on.
Supply crates are restocked. Advise you to load up now.
Hostile shooter.
I got the gas on board.
Mags. Requesting recon above.
Hostile UAV in the area. All squad mates are in the safe zone.
Enemy
Gas
movement.
is closing in.
Marking enemy. Eyes on enemy. Cancel that. Someone got here first. Enemy movement. Cancel that. Enemy movement. Cancel that. Enemy movement. Cancel that. Moving here. Cancel that. Enemy movement. Changing max. I'm reloading. Enemy movement. Moving here. Moving here.
That's impossible to hit. I have no clue.
Move to the safe zone. Gas is moving.
Enemy movement. Cancel that.
Enemy UAV is online.
I'm just frozen there.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
I'm reloading.
Alright, well, chat, I'm probably gonna end it.